I like throwing some curveballs at the beginning. You've directed many other films. If people who've never seen any of your other films, what's the next one they should start with?
I would like everyone to see Eternal Zero.
Is there a reason?
I tried to depict the truth behind a lot of the kamikaze pilots, which might not be a very well told or spread story.
I read that you became interested in movie making from seeing Star Wars and Close Encounters.
はい、そうですね、あの時まだ中学生だったんで、もう本当に多感な時期に劇場にもうほとんど初めて近い感じで劇場に行ったら、いきなりクロスエンカウンターと受けて何ヶ月か間は空いてましたけど続けて見せられてもこれしかないっていうかこういう仕事を絶対にしたいっていうのを決意しちゃいました。
I was still in middle school at the time, so very, very young and impressionable. I think it was almost one of the first times I've been to a movie theater, and I saw Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Star Wars just going back and forth and between them. I thought, man, this is it. This is the job I want to do.
最初スピルバーグが UFO の映画を作るって聞いた時は僕アダムスキー型のこういう円盤が出てくる映画だと思ってたんです。アダムスキー型っていうね、こういう古臭い円盤が出てくる映画。
When I first heard that Spielberg was going to be directing a UFO movie, I thought it was going to be like the Adamski style UFO silhouette.
で、僕ジョーズまだこの時見たことなかったんで、かなり舐めたタイトルで、スター・ウォーズの前に UFO の映画作ったっていう人がいるから見に行こうと思って見に行きました。
And at the time, I still hadn't seen Jaws yet, so I think I was probably a little cocky. I didn't know who this Spielberg guy was, and I thought, well, you know, I'll see something else in a different UFO movie before I see Star Wars.
そしたらとんでもないものが飛び交って、もうちょっと魂持ってかれてる時に、ものすごい巨大なマザーシップが出てきて、それが一回ひっくり返るんですよ。でもそれ見て自分の人生もひっくり返ったぐらい強い衝撃を受けて、家に帰ってきてからは。自分の母親にいかにこの映画がすごかったかってことを話し続けて4時間ぐらいずっと追いかけ回したんですよ。でも本当にご飯作るからやめてくれって言われたんだけど、とにかくすごいでかくて本当に宇宙人が出てくるんだっていう話をもうずっと4時間話し続けました。
And when the flying saucer shows up in the film, the mothership, where it kind of flips, I mean, it wasn't just the mothership that flipped. I think my entire life flipped upside down from that moment onwards. I went home and told my mom for 4 hours how amazing this film was. And she's like, leave me alone, I have to cook dinner. But I said, Mom, you don't understand, this movie is so amazing.
でも完全にボディーブロックだってフラフラになってるところに今度スター・ウォーズに行ったらいつまで続くかわからないスター・デストロイヤーが頭の上を通過していってなんてものをアメリカの人たちは作ってるんだと思ってもう絶対こういう仕事をやるんだっていうふうに固く心に誓って卒業文集に将来何の仕事をやりたいのかって書いたところに特撮監督って書いてました。
And that's when I was still a little reeling back from the shock of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and that's when I went to see Star Wars and the shot where the Star Destroyer is coming in, and it just felt endless, this mothership. I thought, oh my goodness, what are they making over there in the United States? This is the life I want to live. So when you graduate middle school, you have to write what you want to be in the future, and I put down a tokusatsu director, which is like special effects director.
もう全部すごい嬉しいけど、やっぱスピルバーグ最高。
Well, they're all amazing, but I mean, it's hard to top Spielberg.
神様だから、まさか神様と直に会えるとは本当に思ってなかったので、もうそれ最高です。
Well, he's like a god to me, so meeting a god in person just seems very surreal.
I saw you with a picture with Spielberg. I can't imagine what that was like for you.
ちょっと現実じゃないみたいでしたね。どう見てもスピルバーグ最初彼が見つけて会場で見つけてあそこにスピルバーグいるよって言ったんだけど スピルバーグいるはずないじゃないかなってずっと言ってて、いや絶対スピルバーグだから一緒にちょっと行ってみましょうよって言ったら本物がいたんですよ。この世に本当にいるんだと思ってちょっとそのことだけでも感動しましたね。
Well, I still am having a hard time thinking that this photo is real, first of all. So it was at the Oscars Luncheon. It was actually me. I was like, hey, Yamazaki-san, I think that's Spielberg over there, like a few tables down. And he didn't believe me. He said, no way. Spielberg wouldn't be here. He doesn't exist. He's a god. And I was like, no, I think that's actually him. Let's go talk to him. So we did, and he actually existed.
なんかディズニーのすごい偉い人と話しててなかなか話が終わらなかったんで一生懸命こうスピルバーグの視線に入るようにしてなかなか話終わってくれなかったですね。
And he was talking to someone from Disney, and I know who it was Bob Iger. So Bob Iger, Steven Spielberg, and Yamazaki-san's here trying to sneak in between getting into Spielberg's line of sight, saying, you know, hey, I'm here.
でもたまたまその時ゴジラの人形を持ってたんでやっと気づいてくる、おおゴジラの監督かってそこから会話が始まりました。
And I happened to be carrying a scale Godzilla toy with me, and that's when he noticed, oh, hey, you know, what did you do on Godzilla? And the conversation started.
そしてすごい熱烈にゴジラすごい見て3回見たよっていうことを語ってくれて、ですごくゴジラの人形を欲しそうな目でこうゴジラの人形を見てたんでプレゼントしたらすごい嬉しそうでよかったです。
And he talks about how he saw the film 3 times, and he was really passionate about it. And I thought I saw him eyeing my toy, and I was like, well, maybe he wants it. So now the little Godzilla found a home at Spielberg's residence.